What's going on, people? What's going on? Like I said, it's a new day in boxing. It's a new day in boxing. I'm happy. I'm loving it. I feel good. It's awesome. Straight up. Before I start this video, Nonito Donaire versus Jorge Arce prediction. And as normal, I will give a breakdown of how I see the fight going before I give my prediction. But I want to say I'm back. I finally got my computer situation taken care of. For most of you that didn't know, I do have a MacBook Pro, and I ran all my videos off a photo booth. It was awesome. It was easy. The whole nine. I could load it up to YouTube real quick. Didn't take any effort. But when Mac OS Lion, something like that. I can't even call it straight right now. New update came out, and I bought the update. It jacked my videos up. The audio was never synced. It got to the point where if I had to do a video, I had to do it on my phone and then load it up to YouTube that way, and it's just too much of a hassle. The whole nine, I didn't want to do all that. So, since I finally got the problem taken care of, I can be back to making videos. Back to making videos. That's awesome. So, let's get into this fight. I'm excited for the fight. I think it's going to be an awesome fight. It's going to be another one of those fights that I call will versus skill. Jorge Arce with the will and the aggression against Nonito Donaire's flash and skill. Simply put. When it comes to the two fighters, I would say Jorge Arce has the biggest disadvantage in the fight. With his disadvantage, and I'm not even going to go with speed. With his disadvantage, to me, from all the fights that I've seen of him, and I'm not even going to call him a classic Mexican boxer, his disadvantage is, although he is aggressive, he has very suspect defensive boxing skill. And being flat-footed is not such a bad thing, especially when you're loading up on your punches. The fact that he doesn't have any head movement. He's left open. He's susceptible to a lot of jabs, and counters because of his lack of head movement. For a really good boxer, especially a counter puncher, you take a few rounds to figure out where his head's going to be, and you could counter him all day long. The only great thing about, one of the great things about Jorge Arce is the fact that he likes to get up in your chest. He loves to get up in your chest. He will cut the ring off, try to box you in on the ropes, possibly in the corner, and he'll jump you. I love it. I love it. I love it. This fight, to me, gives me a glimpse of what Nonito Donaire versus Abner Mares could possibly be. A glimpse. I'm not going to say the actual fight, but a glimpse. Somebody that will try his best to jump in Nonito Donaire's chest. And will take a couple to jump in your chest and do some good body work. Head to body, or vice versa. Jorge Arce is a solid Mexican fighter. And I'm glad this fight is going down. Now for Nonito Donaire, I really can't say he has a hole in his game. Simply put, I honestly think he's solid, but I honestly think if he could keep the fight at distance, working behind a jab, if he could keep the fight at a distance and working behind his jab, turning Jorge Arce to stay away from the ropes, that will make it an easy night for him. That's if he could do it. Now, No matter if he tries to keep that fight at a distance for the whole fight, Jorge Arce is going to jump in his chest regardless. How will he be able to handle somebody trying to smother him? Because Jorge Arce best work will be in the pocket, going to the body, smothering Nonito Donaire. And I've seen in previous fights where somebody that won't just stand there and try to box with Nonito Donaire, he'll get frustrated in the ring. Will he let his frustration mess with his concentration? Will Nonito Donaire let his frustration mess with his concentration? And Jorge Arce can make him do that. Good stuff. At the end of the day, I think in this fight, and it's not every fight that I think this way, but I honestly think if Nonito Donaire doesn't get frustrated, or don't let his frustration get the best of him, I think skill will beat will. Because if he could keep this fight at a distance, he can outbox Jorge Arce all day. He could damn near put on a clinic. It won't happen the whole fight, but it'll happen if Nonito can stay on the outside. If he can't stay on the outside, this fight is going to get so bloody and so exciting to watch. It's going to be awesome, but it all depends on, to me, this fight all depends on if Nonito Donaire can stay on the outside. If he can't stay on the outside, it's going to be a long night. But Jorge Arce is a tough opponent anyway. I'm going to say it's going to go to a decision. I don't think any knockout is happening tonight. I mean, Saturday night when this fight goes down. I think it's going the distance. 12 rounds of a bloody war. Bloody war meaning only because Nonito is not going to be able to stay on the outside the whole fight. With Jorge Arce and his aggression and his heart and his determination, he's going to get on the inside. He just won't be able to stay on the inside, I don't think. That all, like I said, it depends on Nonito Donaire's frustrations. But at the end of the day, I'm going to go with Nonito Donaire in a 12-round decision. I want to say unanimous decision, but that's tough because I think some of those middle rounds, he's going to lose some of his concentration, and Jorge Arce is going to do some good work. So I'm going to go with Nonito Donaire on a split decision. Yes, I said it. Nonito Donaire on a split decision. That's how I see it. I can't wait till Saturday to watch the fight. It's going down. New era in boxing. I'm going to keep saying it. It is a new era in boxing. So, I'm going to get up out of here. Till the next one. Deuces.